that's similar. I mean, we're close in heritage.
Yeah.
And I just think films like that are important because, you know, we got to remember our heroes as well.
So it's a film about, so it's actually a true story about...
It's a true story, and sadly enough, you know, this athlete passed away.
Right.
So that's why, you know, I feel compelled to tell his story. And I'm speaking with the family right now. Actually.
Yeah. So you actually, it may even happen.
It's a possibility.
What is it about this particular athlete that...
Well, it's an athlete. It's a boxer, but you got to understand that, you know, in America, it's like a gladiator sport. It's something that the public wants to see, these boxing matches. But apart from that, him, the athlete, you know, I want to show him as the person. You know, the person he was, how he spent time with his children, you know, because we all have families. Everybody has a, you know, not everybody, but most people have children that have mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters. So, I mean, and once again, like I said, you know, it's about just relating with the audience, you know, because we're all human beings, you know, we all feel the same thing. You know, we all know what being hungry is all about. We know what being thirsty is all about. You know, we know what pain and suffering is all about. And so I just want to remember, you know, make sure that people remember our athletes that have paved the ways, you know, and the heroes that we have, that have opened the doors for people like us upcoming filmmakers. Because, I mean, I saw, before I brought my film to this festival, my brother sent me a link to Martin Scorsese's first film, which was 9 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was a short little film, and I looked at it and I said, yeah, it's a film.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Martin Scorsese right now, so, you know, your little film can turn into something else.
Okay. Charles, what would your film be?
I think my film would because I went to South Africa and I saw the genocide there, because I also sing for Annie Lennox as well.
Yeah.
And we did the Nelson Mandela 46664 concert, and we saw grown ladies who have AIDS and HIV, who have children and they're also dying of AIDS. And just to see the joy and the smile on their face, even though they're dying, just made us realise how we have it really good over here. So my movie would be about the genocide in South Africa.
But I think what you're saying as well is that there's a side of life which also exists there. You know, they're human beings which experience joy as well. It's not just suffering, but there is like there's a kind of light there, and there is a sense of humour and laughter as well.
Yeah, because they laugh even though they know that they're dying, but they still laugh, and they still love life. And we don't realise what we have until you've gone to South Africa and seen the genocide over there. Then you realise you're so privileged over here in the UK.
Okay, Alicia, you've had plenty of time to think about it, huh?
I know, I'm a bit nervous now. I hope it comes out right. Well, I'm a gospel artist, so it no doubt will be in line with that. Not kind of along the lines of, repent or go to hell, anything like that. But just basically
repent or go to hell, I like it. It's working for me already. Repent or go to hell,
No, nothing like that. But just basically teaching people to
You're following Gabrielle's point of view that universal themes, basically. Cool? No, I don't. I'm filming the course. Really? Oh, okay. You put something out there, but you're not going to give anything. I'm too lazy to make them. Okay. Well, I'll keep you make it. Yeah. I have an idea. I have the idea about it. Yeah. I'll come back to you because we've got another couple of people here. We've got the guy with the iPhone 4 that's making his own movie. And we've got you. Have you got either of you? What's your name?
My name's Richard.
Richard, have you got an idea for a film? If you were to make a film tomorrow, unlimited budget.
I'd like to come on the back of this young lady's fantastic idea about the poor people rising up and actually having the success that they deserve. And I'd like to...
How would that happen in a film?
I'd somehow put that around these bastards who claim to rule us with all their corruption and expenses scandal and all that. And at the end of the day, the system would be taken from underneath them, that props them up, and the ordinary man would come through.
So, I mean, what would this film actually look like? Because one of the things that another filmmaker said earlier on is that if you're going to have a film, you need to have a vision. What would this actually look like? What would be happening in this film?
Ordinary people, just people in the street, would be the good guys.
Yeah.
And the guys in the three-piece suits with fancy places who want to lord it over everybody else would get their comeuppance.
Right. In what way? How?
There'd be a slow sort of fuse lit by the ordinary people who are prepared to bide their time.
Okay.
And the whole electoral system would be changed, and these people would go. They'd sink.
So it'd be a kind of political drama.
It would have a political subsurface, definitely.
Okay. Well, final thoughts? Final thoughts?
She's leaving.
Okay.
Pleased to meet you.
What's your film? What would your film be?
I'll be stealing everyone else's ideas.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you do. Oh.
But no, on a serious point, probably what I'm doing right now is filming reality, and reality would be my film. It would be a documentary. It would be somewhere along the lines of civil rights. I'd want to look at how a protest movement becomes a critical mass and see how people make up, one person can make up the numbers in a protest, how one person leads to 2 people, to 3 people, to 4 people, and how that instigates change. And I think being Iranian myself, I kind of, with what's going on in Iran, it's very interesting to me that to look at how protest movements can cause revolutions, can cause tidal wave change. Yeah. That would be my film.
Okay, well then that's it's very, it relates to these films. Everyone can get their head together and make this just one film. Yeah.
Combine them all.
Okay. Well there needs to be a hair element in there, is that okay?
That's fine, of course. Hair stunner.
Okay, where do we go from there? We've got a lot of good film ideas. I mean, do you think we can just make them with, you've got some film technology there. Do you think it's possible just to make it with something like this?
I think it is possible, because I actually used this the other day, and this technology, how small, how versatile this is. You can tilt this up like you're actually panning a camera, and the quality is that good. It means that you're not being intrusive, you're not disrupting, you're not putting people off, and you can just hold it and have a smile, and people are not made to feel uncomfortable when you're holding a camera. Feel natural,
Not too costly? Not too costly as well?
Absolutely, the budget-wise,
But on that note, even though films may be on cameras, iPhones, I think couples, husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends still want to go to the movies. They still want to go and share popcorn and put their arm around each other. So I think movies will always...
You're worried that with this film, but people won't be able to have the romantic...
They're not going to be able to pull on the iPhone, are they?
Who knows?
I actually used an iPhone, because I got the old iPhone. I did a short film of a day out with my family. Yeah. And I taped it and I tilted the camera. Yeah. And I mean, I believe it's less intrusive, because you could be at the dinner table and just have your little phone, over the table like this, just halfway
put it on
out, just be like turning it around. So I think it's a cool little gadget, but to revolutionize cinema with a phone, I don't see it happening, because it's been so many years. So many years it's been that we've been revolutionizing cinema with different cameras, different technology, lighting. Look at Avatar. I mean, the highest grossing film of all time. Yeah. And I think they had to reinvent the camera. That's what Cameron did.
Sorry, I just wanted to bring it back really to this idea that everybody was very excited about revolution, about this film about revolution, but it seems an obvious question whether
also a revolution around the film,
or whether films could cause a revolution. Like, could a film have that impact? Could it have that effect? Could it change the world in that way today?
Okay. Can a film change the world? I'm going to come to you first, because
there are many examples in history when film has actually influenced political thinking. I mean, if you think about
an example.
In America, yes, Michael Moore, for example, Bowling for Columbine. Although it didn't get far, I mean, guns are still prevalent in that country. It created an area of debate where, people could actually debate out the problem with guns. And then there's his other films about Iraq.